Hello, it's Matty G, back with another mod review. Again, it's going to be a nice, quick, quirky one. We've gone on about this a few times. The only reason I bring it up again is basically this is a fantastic little pack. If anyone has not got this yet or used it, I really suggest get it and use it. It's a fantastic little pack. There are a couple of little things on here that are just out of this world, and overall it can make a map look really good if you utilise well. But here we are, we're just going to go through the items round left to right, ended up with the chicken and the cow shell. So this is the Bavarian Pack. Now in here under silos, once you download the pack, you will get this. This is a hayloft, if you like. It will take hay, straw, and I believe grass. And if we open up here, you have, in essence, a drive-through shed. Now they're not huge sheds, don't get me wrong, but you could fit some nice amount of equipment in here. So if you're doing a lot of straw and hay and whatnot, perfect. Start off with something like that. Moving on from that one, we have the manure point. And it's also available in extensions. Now this holds around, I think, 2 million. And I will show you where it's best placed on the cow shed as well, shortly. And again, that's in silos and silos extensions. Here's the silo. Again, 2 million capacity. It's a multi-fruit silo, holds everything. In here, out here. Now there is collisions here, but if by chance you use a telehandler to get, say, up the top, if you wanted to be on the top for whatever reason, use it as height to take pictures of your farm, you will fall through. I know this from experience. I tried to stand on top of there to take pictures of one of my farms, and it didn't go so well. But again, lovely. You know, it's in keeping with the buildings. No one says you have to use it, but it's a part of the pack. 2 million capacity, multi-fruit. And we'll continue. Here we have just a shed. Now the lights do work. Not sure if I have to turn them on from the inside, but the lights come on. They do come on. There they are, they're on. I have done it. There. So yeah, again, it's a nice single door that opens up wide, and you can get quite a bit in here, especially if you're very skillful at manoeuvring things in. You can get them right in the corners. And obviously you can mash all these together if you're very skillful. The next one along is like it's an open garage, if you like. 2 big old bays. You can also use these possibly for storing potatoes and sugar beets, etc. And then a drive-through. Or if you've ever seen any of my builds that I've used these, normally I'll stick a gate in here, and then that'll be the entrance to the farm. But there we go, we've got that one as well. Then there's a single garage, slightly bigger obviously than these ones here. Perfect for combines. Nice high roof once you get inside them. Yeah, that's it. And then you get this little one here. Now you can attach these together with multiple ones to make your own shelter. You can also attach them to here if you're very skillful. Simple little lean-to wooden structure. The detailing ain't too bad on them. When you get too close it is, but you come from here, I mean, look at that. That looks like real wood. It's a nice little pack. Now we're going to leave the cow shed to last because it's one of my favourites. But here we're going to go over to the chicken coop. Now I've gone on about one of these plenty of times. These are £9,000 and they hold the same as the in-game one, which are £79,000. Chickens come to the side rather than behind, so it's a little bit smaller overall. You do have all the actions. You can go inside. You can't go in this bit, unfortunately, but you can go inside here. You've got the weird electrical cabinet that they keep putting in them. You can also mirror a lamp in here. I will show you that in a little while because I think that's a handy little thing to have. So that's the chicken one. Feed in there. There's your silo for your feed on it. Holds around 8.5, 9,000 litres. 4 pallets of eggs spawn. They do spawn a bit sporadically around here, but 4 spawn and you'd have to move them. But with the new move pallet mod, you pick them up, stick them up on the shelf. You can stack 2 in here and 2 in here. I suggest only 1 on the shelf either side. You can fit 2, but sometimes they will do that jiggly wiggly and go off and explode themselves like a rocket. And then lastly, which I think is a beautiful mod, is this one. It's the cowshed. Everything's interactive. You can go up the stairs. You can go in through the doors. You've got rooms. Up, you're into the loft. Again, you could keep hay bales up here, whatever you want. You can get up the loft easy with a small vehicle. Ramp. I mean, it is a very lovely mod. Run all the way around. And then, as I was saying, you can stick your manure that fits in here. Absolutely perfect. So, yeah, there you go. You can stick your manure in there and it looks absolutely perfect. Hides it in well. And it's in such 45 cows in total, so it's not massive. But, yeah, I mean, one of these and maybe an open pasture. Oh, hello. One of these and maybe an open pasture. You could stick right up against it. Make it look bigger if you wish. This will be your slurry point. Or your liquid manure. Ew. Uh-oh. No, help me. I'm stuck in the mud. Right. Straw. Tip here. It also tells you. Straw trigger. Just here. So you drop it all here and it will appear in there. That's their bedding. Then we have a drive-through feed trough. As most of them have. Here. And obviously the trigger, it's got it there, but it is literally all the way along here. Food trigger. Obviously the barn, you also have this gap. So, you know, if you want to bring in a truck here for hay or bales or whatever, and you've stored them up there, you can just push them off onto the truck. Nice and neat. You can even store products up there, pallet products, no problem. Go through this one here. This door opens. Again, get right in close to your cows. Perfect for role playing. Here's your animal buy trigger. We're going to get some cows for you so you can actually see what they look like. There they are. Some are laying down. Come on up, you get more Daisy. No, you don't want to. There you go. They like laying down a lot. And obviously you can, if you don't want this mud texture, it will allow you to paint. So you can paint on here. Grass, weeds, little trees, whatever you like, you can do that. I'm going to run through here. You can get all the way around the milking yard. So you can do a full row play. And then here is where you get your milk from. There is a pipe. I've seen it sometime. Oh, there it is. Is it there? No, that's the water one. Anyway. Load up your milk from there. It is a drive-through. As I say. And you can mismatch them. Chickens. We'll get you some chickens just so you can see what they look like. We'll just get 45. It's not an accurate view. You won't get many more than what you see in it now. Even with 360 odd chickens. But again, that's not the idea of it. Right, so if we jump into construction, under sheds, you will find them under sheds. You will find 3 of them. You will find the shed, which is this one. It rotates. You will also find this one here. This one doesn't rotate, it snaps. So it does 360, or it does 4 sides of a 360. Then you got the single one, which again snaps. Then you get this one, which is a 360 twist. And what I mean, you can literally marry them up. Just use your little magic place anywhere key. Marry them up nicely. We're going to do this rough, by the way. Pop it down, and then you just, yeah, you can see that looks like it's meant to be there, apart from I think I made a gap. But yeah, you can do however you want. If you want a funny V-shaped one, spend a little time to marry it up and you can have one. However you want to do these. So that's that one. And then if we go to silos, you'll have this here. And the manure there. And as I said, you can put this manure, it fits. What's going on with that? Got it working last time. It's not even manoeuvring now. It glitched out. Oh, it's snapping. Okay, well, normally it fits in there. Better than that. And then if you go into silo extension, you have the same manure pit here. Exactly the same. 4 million, there we go. 4 million is how many it holds. And now if we go over to animals, you will find the cow shed. It's 80 grand. It's the same one. 80 grand. Can't argue with that price. That holds 45 cows. If we go to one that holds 45 cows in game, it's 250,000. The open pasture only holds 15 and it's 5 grand cheaper. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting the cow shed medium from the Bavarian Pack, in my opinion. What else we have is the chickens. So for 360 chickens, you could spend 79 grand on this one, which it's a nice enough shed. Or you can spend 9 grand on one of these. I know what one I would choose. And yeah, for lights, for example, decoration lights, just this bog standard in-game one. What you really want is just that top spotlight. But obviously you get this horrible pole with it. No problem. Just sink it inside. Tap your place anywhere button. Bob's your uncle, job done. Now that looks like you've just mounted a spotlight on the roof. These Bavarian packs are brilliant. Now, believe it or not, I don't think I can get on it from here. Nearly. I can't get on it from here. Normally I use a tractor or something. But yeah, the walls, certain parts of the walls you can go through. But on the roof, you can't. It is a collision zone. So in theory, that shouldn't be able to happen, but it does. And with that particular light is the right size that when placed, and I didn't spend that too much on it. If you can see, there is none of that concrete post sticking out at all. That looks like a bracket has just been screwed onto the roof. And a power cable, yeah, and it's set up for power. It's brilliant. I think it is. So yeah, that's a Bavarian Pack. It's available in the Mod Hub for all platforms. It has been out for best part of 2 months. It's not a new mod by any means, but it's just one that I think people have overlooked and have forgotten. It's a fantastic one for any of those people that do like their animals, especially with the cows. That's fantastic. Everyone's been doing chickens. Everyone and their mother hen have been doing chickens. So yeah, I'd advise getting the pack just for that alone. It's worth it. And then these buildings here, apart from the silo, because that will take someone that has an idea that could work with, because it's not a silo that everyone would normally use. I get that. But the actual buildings themselves are pretty neat. I mean, especially a hayloft. How many haylofts or hay barns do you get where you actually have workable parts to it? Normally, you would find one about this size here, and these would just be a pictured door. No animation, don't go in them, they're solid, it's just an empty building. And you wouldn't even have a drive-through, you'd just have a tip point out here somewhere. This one has got. What more could you ask for in a hayloft, really? They're pretty cheap. Everything's pretty cheap as well. You could probably, I mean, if you was going to use all this as your farm build, obviously not how I've laid it out, but if you were going to use this as your farm build, and you're starting from scratch, you could. You know, you could choose just the chickens to start off with and work your way up to the cows, and still have all these buildings. And of course, you wouldn't need all these buildings if you're starting from scratch, but as I say, you wouldn't have to spend a lot. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, let everybody know, and also come back, have a look at some more. Take a look at our Calmston playthrough, look at some other mod videos. Anyways, until then, this has been Matty G. Thanks very much.